It's the Anfield Wrap post-match pint after Liverpool 2, Arsenal 2, as Arne Slot's champions are held by Mikel Arteta's also-rans. I'm Neil Dockin here in the Glenbook with Dan Austin and Grace Maley to talk about, well, a real game of two halves, I think it's safe to say. That was. The first half was the second greatest party of the season. After last weekend, unbelievable atmosphere. The Reds scored 2 goals in 90 seconds. The place is bouncing, running through the songs. And then a second half where they've come out, they're sleeping at the start of the half.
There's a trophy behind you.
The champions! The champions! The champions! It means nothing. You're absolutely spot on there, lad. The champions.
But that just sums out how it did feel first half. Like, it was a jubilant Anfield. There was hardly ever a quiet moment. It was, everyone was singing, everyone was up, the players were well up for it, everyone came out fighting. I thought Curtis Jones had a great first half an hour, probably first half. I thought he was like solid and well up for it, and probably thought, I've got to show what I can do here to remain part of this squad for next season and prove what he's worth, and I think he did that. There was a lot of strong performances. I thought Luis Diaz was really good. But then, as you say, it is a game of two halves, and then what actually happens is we just lose concentration and effectively gift them with 2 goals. So, yeah, I think the first half an hour was so jubilant and everyone was in the best mood ever, and we've all come out a bit like, oh. But we are still champions, and that's all that matters.
It was a lovely half-time, reflecting on just how dominant they were at times in that first half, and on a season where they have deservedly emerged as the champions, be the best team in the country by a long, long way. Second half, I think Arsenal are determined to show something, to come out of it with a bit of pride. They've scored a goal where I think we're caught napping to make it 2-1. The second where Alisson's made a great save, and unfortunately Marino's there first for the follow-up. But then we do get the scenario where the change is made for Conor Bradley, for Trent Alexander-Arnold by Arne Slot, and the atmosphere in the ground changes, and it never really quite recovers.
No, I loved the first hour. It was a big celebration of the whole year. Against the team that was the major rival for the vast majority of it, and it just felt like they can get beat 10-0 here and no one cares. That's certainly what I felt like. But they demonstrated why they are better than them, why they were 15 points clear going into the game, blitzed them with a couple of really well worked goals, looked like they wanted it more. Crowd was hungry to like actually get the results over the line as well, not just turn up and celebrate, but turn up, celebrate, and also show them why we are better.
It was 45 minutes of relentless mockery, wasn't
it? Yeah, it really was. It really was, and it just felt like loads of fun.
Luis Diaz, I think, deserves a lot of respect for what he's brought to this season. Going off on another tangent now, but that's his 17th goal of the season today, Diaz, for the Reds. That output from a winger, Mo Salah may have distorted perspectives and expectations of what you can expect from a wide forward. 17 goals in all competitions is not to be sniffed at. I think Diaz is a player who's done as much as anyone, really, to be up there and wearing a winner's medal at the end of the season.
He's really good. They're all really good.
It's fundamental
which
analysis,
is not,
but it's very true.
It's not that insightful, but it's factually correct. And you're right about what they've given everyone. It's like just a very pleasant, comforting, warm glow. So the exhilaration of the Tottenham game was amazing. And then over the following days, that kind of becomes more and more subdued and stuff. But the feeling of satisfaction that underpins it doesn't go away. It's just a very warm happiness inside you.
Real contentment.
Of everything's right in the world, even though it really isn't. But it makes you feel like it is.
I don't know, Manchester United are 16th in the Premier League.
That helps as well. Just don't open the front 3/4 of the newspaper and you'll be fine. But that's what having brilliant players who understand what the meaning of playing for Liverpool is. That's what that gives to you. And that's what I continue to bask in, and I would like us to bask in for as long as possible. It will last until a minimum of the first weekend of next season, 16th of August, I think it is. So we've got 3 and a bit months. But really, as long as they're playing quite well, you get to crow about being champions until maybe someone else, takes it away with a run or whatever.
Until the day.
Exactly. So I'm just really looking forward to a lot longer of that. And as Grace says, anything else about new players or old players or stuff that needs to happen or situations with people that maybe people don't like anymore. I just don't care.
I know, and I don't either.
I find it quite bizarre that some people care about, like, oh, what's going to happen at left wing? Are they going to get a new one? Or such and such's contract's up in 2 years, they'll have to renew. Like, I don't care. The whole point of winning the league is you get to not care. And to me, the point of winning it 5 years ago, I know it was far from perfect, but I celebrated it for months because it was clear it was going to happen, so I was sort of fine with it. The whole point of that was everything that followed gets to feel a bit less important. So I've been quite relaxed this year, for example. The whole point of being good is that you get to just chill the fuck out and just enjoy things quite quietly with the people that you care about, have as good a time as you can. And I'd really like it if the next 2 games are that. And I think people who make decisions and people that go have got their own contribution that they can make to that.
YouTube, press the button, become a member of the Anfield Wrap from the heart of the city of Liverpool. The best way to enjoy all your Liverpool-based videos, everything you need, every single day. It is the Anfield Wrap.